Hello and welcome to the Brick System Brothers PAB Crawl, short series of videos from Nathan's purchases at the Pick and Build Walls during his East Coast road trip. We've got a lot to cover in this video and others like it, looking at specific bricks, counts, inventories, and other things of that nature. So, please enjoy. Doing number 5 today, guys, back on the PAB haul playlist at Quincy Mall. So this is South Boston. This is a South Boston store, and there was good selection. I ended up with 13 unique lots, just kind of a mix of different pieces, and I added in a few of these little 3x3 hearts. So this is a pretty new piece. I don't have a lot of use for the heart, but I think it was pointed out there's a review of the Creator Expert shuttle, or the 18 Plus shuttle now, where they needed this 3x3 with the corner cut out for a structural purpose, and this is really the only piece that fills that gap. So I thought that was kind of interesting. If nothing else, it can fill that structural gap for that very specific application, but they had it in this color, which doubles as like a little Valentine's thing in case I need that. So I think I got 4 of these, some dark orange 1x2 tiles, some white 1x2 tiles, which I didn't know at the time, but now that I'm working on Carter Trellis, I need a layer of white tiles. So there you go. Another example of kind of my inventory philosophy: buy it now, use it later. Some white grills on the bottom layer, 1x1 top clips. This light bluish gray is the single-sided, studs not on top, 2x2 round red tiles, and even some flame pieces in here. So yeah, 13 lots. I'll get these counted up, get the little breakdown going, and see if I broke the record, price per piece record, from the rest of the PAB crawl so far. Results are in, and I do believe we have a new value record at 1.23 cents per piece for this lot. So really good, helping out a lot with these smaller pieces, the flames, the cones, the sand green little 1x1 clip. So these 3 pieces back here that are by themselves, I actually put in with the sorted collection up on the wall behind us. But these pieces, there's 7 lots here because this back drawer has 2 different ones. These get their own bin, and they go up on the separate area. And then these guys will probably get sorted out, just 4x4 plates and the 3x3 heart plate. There were only 4 and 5 of those. The largest lot was the white 1x2 tiles, 181. And not too far behind that was 108 black cones. So those were the 2 big count lots. The rest of them were 40s, 50s, and then a couple of these really small number lots here. But yeah, 680 total pieces, and for an $8 cup, that's just over 1 cent per piece. Really good value here. Happy with that. Also at this Quincy Mall store, I haven't talked about this in the other PAB crawls, but I did want to mention these minifigs that I picked up at this store. So this is a new chainmail print that I noticed, and I wanted to get this one for sure. So this dark green and silver design, and then actually metallic silver arms and dual molded legs, dark green and metallic silver, or this pearl dark gray, I guess, not metallic silver, sorry. So yeah, that minifig, and then a kind of casual space astronaut figure. Both of these, the accessory I got was the orange toolbox, and I actually got a third figure, but I sold it to Josh. So Josh wanted an orange toolbox, and he was fine with just buying the full figure. It was some kind of mechanic with a beard. So Josh might have that on hand somewhere. We'll see if he can pull that up for you guys at some point. But yeah, the build-in minifig, $10, so about $3 a fig. Kind of pricey, but when we have new prints like this that are so intricate and detailed, for sure want to pick up at least one, and I ended up getting another one later on down the road in my travels. So yeah, pretty decent PAB score. Some of these pieces, like the flames, I don't need that many, but it was good filler, and
It's something that I can pretty easily store and put away in the sorted collection. Same thing with the red 2x2 round tiles. I don't have a use for those right now, but it's a nice piece, and when you can get them for $0.01 a piece, that's not bad. I'll go ahead and stock up on those, no problem. I briefly thought about just loading up with a large pick and build cup full of 1x1 black cones, with the intent of using it as coal in the tenders, or even making entire coal hoppers for the mile and train line. And I decided not to do that. I mean, that's just a lot of 1x1 cones to have around, and I got a few, to fill up the tender at least, but I don't need that many pieces for the actual coal. If I want to fill up a wagon, a coal wagon, I'm probably just going to make a false top and then put a layer of cones or 1x1 rounds on top, instead of filling up the entire cart with a solid single piece. That would be a little excessive. So decided not to do that, but it did cross my mind. I don't know if that's something you guys would do if you came across a piece like this and you had that use for it, where it's actually going to be used right away. Since I do have the mile and train engine built right now, I could just go ahead and fill it. But yeah, not something I decided I wanted to do with this time around. Okay, that's it for today's PAB crawl, guys. I think this was number 5, so we'll be moving through a few more and exploring the other pieces I got. This, some nice pieces here, but nothing that really stands out. There's definitely better ones coming, so stay tuned for those, and we'll see you next time on Brick System Brothers.